Hello everyone, and welcome back to Logcraft, episode 16. I'm just gonna start off this episode by saying, I hate villagers. That's kind of all you need to know, because in between the last episode and this one, I spent an interesting amount of time transporting my two villagers from right here over to there, into this breeder. But not only do we have these two guys in here, we also have an automatic carrot farm down there, and that's gonna automatically feed these guys. It goes into the same system as everything else, and it comes up, flows through here, and over here we have an item sorter that separates the carrots from everything else. You can see we got carrots in here, and then it dispenses them to the villagers. It's a bit broken right now. I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, as you can probably hear, I did a bit of AFKing, and that's running all of my farms. So I not only got these villagers, but I also got a lot of stuff in there. But we've got a few villagers. I'm kind of lagging right now because there's a lot of villagers right here, but yeah, we've got some guys. A lot of masons, a few clerics, and a few farmers. And that should hopefully provide me everything that I need. And of course, the main thing I'm going after with these guys is the blocks of quartz, because I need a lot more of these for my base. And in this episode, I want to get a ton of progress done on the base. Can you stop getting in my way? There are so many villagers. And looking at the stuff we've got so far, we've got a decent amount of quartz, not too much. We've got a bunch of sea lanterns. And we have got, it's not in here, but out here we've got a bunch of extra white concrete powder. So we should be able to do a lot with that, but the main thing that I'm going to need a lot of is light blue stained glass. So guess what? It's time for the mega time lapse. I kind of just came up with that right now. But basically we're going to do time lapse with me grinding, getting a lot of stuff, and then a base progress time lapse. We have just made a ton of progress on this base. I mean, we're actually finally starting to get the actual roof onto this place. You know, I was thinking, like, there's like a month left of the season. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill everything in by then. But yeah, this is definitely not the last of the grinding in this episode. We are going to get a ton more done on this base. Especially because we have only actually filled in the glass at the bottom here on 2 of these sides. So these 2 sides over here still have nothing below them, and that's because I ran out of glass. So we're going to have to do some more work getting that glass. But over here you can see I kind of worked on the, in quotation marks, interior right here, because it's not really an interior, but I have like these arches now, and I think that looks really cool. And coupled with this ceiling that's going to start coming in, I feel like this will look really cool at the end. But for now, I am completely done working on the base. So let's head over to the shopping district and see what's going on over there. Oh, and as I'm going out here, you can see I actually opened up a bit of the wall here. You could see that in my time lapse, because if this is all filled in, there's not really going to be a way to get in. So that's kind of like a landing pad area. The Tall Mall has gotten some upgrades. Over the past few episodes, I haven't really been showing it, but me and Cave have been adding a bunch of new shops into here, and I guess I'll show them to you right now. And maybe we could see if we have actually gotten any profits from them. So first thing you can see as I go in on the right, I added a bone shop right here. No people want bones, I guess. But 2 diamonds per stack of bone blocks, that's pretty cheap. Another thing is over here I put my profits in here. I spread them out to make it look like a lot more than it actually is. But yeah, I believe it's 16 diamonds of profit. I'll just put that in the middle. And hopefully we have a little bit more than that. Here's another new shop right next to this. We got a nice beacon shop right here. 1 diamond block each. Yeah, no one's bought those either. Someone bought fireworks! How am I gonna split this 1 diamond? Well, we each get a 1/4 of a diamond. Pumpkin Palace. 1 diamond for 2 fat stacks of pumpkin jacks. I bet you can guess who wrote that. Hint, it was not me. Down all the stairs. Okay, I'm finally at the bottom. Someone has found 2 of these boxes here at Shulker Hunt. I still have no idea who found this one. So let's see who found these. Cave found this one, and also Cave found this one. So that's 4 points for Cave. He's now tied with Rick in 2nd place. I gotta update this real quickly. Only 1 more box left, and then we get to the final wave of boxes. And at that point, the season's probably going to be over, so whoever wins the netherite ingot isn't really going to have much of a use for it. I might as well just give them all of my stuff. And we're now back at my base. It takes so long for it to load in now. It's so much blocks. There's also 2 iron golems stuck down there. But the next thing I want to work on over here is I'm coming back to the super smelter, because I need a way to automatically feed some fuel into this. Because as you see, we're not really getting anything in here, and that's because, you know, we've got some cactuses. Why is there dirt? I don't know why there's dirt. But I was also smelting some sand, and not all of it was able to fully smelt. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't have enough glass, but even if all of this had been smelted, I wouldn't have had enough glass. But yeah, we have got a problem. We need some fuel, and I think the way to do it is to automatically bring... as I was saying, the way to do it is to bring the bamboo over from my bamboo farm, which is at the moment pretty manual, and bring it into hoppers that run along the side of this, and that should automatically fill it with bamboo. So I think I still want the activation of it to be manual, because automatically activated flying machines are never a good thing to deal with, especially if they're in your base, because as soon as I go through a portal, they're just gonna break. So I think I definitely want to continue manually activating them, but Another thing that I want to have is a big hopper minecart system that goes right below this. And that should hopefully pick up all the bamboo. And we might have to bring up a few walls in the back too, because sometimes the bamboo that gets stuck on top of these will get pushed by the flying machine and like fly off the edge on both sides actually, sometimes over here too. I've got my concrete, I got my redstone, and I've got my rails. So we should be good to get started. And to be honest, I have no idea where I want to start with this. So I just installed this hopper minecart system that goes below the whole thing. I put in 2 hopper minecarts so that it can pick up more items. And this actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. And over here we've got hoppers that will pick up the items and a dropper over here connected to a clock. So now we need to get a system that will transport the bamboo over here. And I kind of want to have a big pool that will sort of pick up all of the bamboo and then just funnel it into a single line. And then it can go down into some hoppers by the super smelter. But in order for that to work, I need to see where bamboo can land. So I'm just going to dig down some space right here. And I think we'll put the pool of water in a 3x3 area at about this spot. Yeah, probably right here. And then what we want to do is sort of put a wall back here that will stop it from getting further than that. So I'm just going to do it with dirt because this will probably be covered up at some point. Okay, that should be good. So I'm just going to see something. I want to see how this will dispense items. So I'm going to put some string in here. Oh yeah, some of it lands on the outside. So we also need some walls going up on the sides. And we're using concrete because I don't have any more dirt on me. Okay, there we go. Now everything should end up in there. So let's make a little doorway that goes out here. And this will be our water stream. Although on second thought, it'll probably be easier if we do it 1 block over right here. Because then it'll be easier to flow the water into that spot. Because if I put a water bucket here, it'll flow everything into right here. So then we can just continue the water flow and get it over there, which is where we want it to go. Okay, step 1 is done. We've got a big water stream that goes down, and now the items end up down here. So from here on, it should be pretty easy. We need to set up hoppers running along the side of all of these furnaces, and then just move the water stream over here, loop it around, and then kind of just make it go along the side and dispense everything into the hoppers. And we are now all done. Except for looks, of course. It still looks terrible, but just bear with me. It works. So how it works is the bamboo goes down here and flows over here, and this chest pushes them slightly into this block. So then when they go through, they will go into each hopper one at a time and fill them up. And once they're all filled up, it moves on to the next hopper. And they're not all filled up yet. We only have like 5 or so of them filled up completely right now. I want to run this thing again just to show it in action. It looks like the bamboo has grown quite a bit again. So if I break this piece of dirt, let's put it back too. The bamboo is getting cut down. That was a bit laggy. But it should start to get picked up by the hopper mine carts. Oh, never mind. They are stuck. And they're both completely full. So let's get them going again. And now some of the bamboo is starting to get picked up by the dispenser. It travels down over into here. And travels along the edge of this. You couldn't really see it there, but it did go into probably this hopper. Yeah. But I'm going to go pick up some of this stuff manually and just put it into some hoppers. Just because we do need to fill those all up in order for the super smelter to work at its fullest. So let's just see how much of this stuff we can grab. Something I'm probably going to have to eventually do, as you can see, this one got stuck again somehow. I don't know how it managed to get stuck again, but something I'm probably going to have to do to prevent that from happening a lot is, instead of having 2 minecarts that go all the way around, maybe we could have a bunch of minecarts that just go back and forth, and that would probably prevent them from getting stuck. But for today, I am done working on this farm because I want to do some more work on the base. And as of right now, I don't have the glass I need to finish the bottom section, but what I do have is an idea of what to do up here for the roof. And I also have the materials to do that, which helps. So, let's kick off another time lapse. Fireworks. Pew, yeah, go. And we are nearing the final stretch of this base. Sorry, please pretend that didn't happen. Don't look down there. Okay. But anyway, yes, this base is pretty much done. Not really pretty much done. I still have to do these 4 segments right here, but I thought I would keep these open just so that I can fly in a little bit easier. And also, it's kind of a nice look with the blue terracotta as an outline, because we weren't really using that much of it, and it makes such a nice like border block for this space. And I used it a bit for the windows, but if you see down here, I didn't really use it at all. So I think it's definitely that. Yeah, that looks so nice. And also, we've got this big point coming up at the center that's so my beacon can get through. I was thinking about using a little bit less glass, but I thought it actually looked better with glass. All this work has definitely paid off. This looks amazing. But we still do have some work left on the interior, those 4 sides up there, and of course finishing the glass on 2 of these sides at the bottom. So I'm going to make a little goal for myself to try and finish my base before the end of the season, which is about a month from now. So I've got a month left to finish the rest of this. And I think if I just do a little bit of work in... Oops, I fell into the iron golem pit. Alright, as I was saying, if I do a little bit of work in each episode, maybe not a huge amount, I should be able to get it done in maybe 2 or 3 episodes, which should be by the end of the season. But on that note, I'm going to end off this episode, as we've done quite a bit of work, and it's taken a... Oh, I'm I'm crawling now. It's taking a bit of time to get out, but I think it's definitely worth it because of all the progress that I made. And on that note, I'm going to say all of my usual stuff. So if you liked this episode of Logcraft, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Comment's not as important, but do it anyway if you really want to. And other than that, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.